What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today is November the 13th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. Starting off with data points, don't really have that much coming out. If the shutdown would have ended sooner, then we most likely would have had CPI and also initial jobless claims. But I do believe I saw some reports saying that that data won't be coming out, which is rather unfortunate. But nonetheless, though, the whole shutdown did come to a conclusion as of close to around midnight last night. So in theory, you would assume that the market would be really moving higher, but it looks as though that the market somewhat priced that in, because yesterday we did get some very good news and it looked as though that everything was going to kind of come to a conclusion and end. So as of right now, Dow is down 0.11, S&P down 0.22, NASDAQ down 0.21. So not necessarily the best. Fear and greed index is under the fear category, so in theory, people's appetite for risk isn't necessarily there. SoFi is down 0.62%, just largely piggybacking off of the broader market. 9.29% at the free floats being shorted, works out to be 110.12 million shares overall being shorted. Shorts are increasing about 62,000 shares during the pre-market, so it goes to show that they are going to be fairly active today. One thing to take note of though is cost to borrow minimum is very, very positive. And so for those of you that kind of watch a lot of my SoFi content, you know 90% of the time it's negative, not this high at all. So whoever is out there broker wise trying to short and incentivize, I guess, shorting with SoFi, they seem to have stopped for whatever reason. So that's very, very odd. Aside from that though, with it at 31.88, key point for today is that 31.98. So ideally, best case scenario, it does close above that. If not, you might see some minor consolidation in the next couple trading days. Aside from that, NIO is in the green. It is 0.47%. Nothing too crazy, so I wouldn't jump up and down just yet. There really hasn't been that much in operational updates or anything over yesterday to today. So I think it's going to be more linked to the technicals, and which as of right now don't look that great. At the time of doing this video though, shorts are returning 1.5 million shares, so that's kind of a good sign. But 11.2% at the free floats being shorted, works out to be 115.08 million shares overall being shorted. With it at 646, it is trading right below this S1, so 652 is going to be that key pivot. Best case scenario, it does close above that, but just watch for that one. And then 611, which I personally don't really see that being touched. So let me know your thoughts on those two stocks so far. Moving on, ONDS. And actually, I believe the rest of the stocks I'm going to be talking on are moving because of their earnings. So big institutions and big money is really focusing now on that, on how things played out. But this stock in general is still up 601% over the last 1 year, up 17.24%, and they had pretty good earnings. So they did beat on top and bottom line and also raised their annual target or estimates. So good guidance was done for that. Over the last 1 month, it's down 44%. So kind of crazy how the stock is working out, but shorts are currently increasing about 93,000 shares during the pre-market. 25.6% at the free floats being shorted, works out to be 88.9 million shares overall being shorted. And it's kind of crazy. You can kind of see from this yellow line right here how much shorts doubled and tripled down. So they went from about 3.9% to 25%. And yeah, they were really trying to suppress it at all costs. It obviously today is going to be quite painful for them. So potentially you could see a lot of people who are squeeze focused really drawing to this and maybe kind of buying it up. So don't be surprised if this stock does have some crazy swings today. DTC is at 1.58 days, so it does signal that shorts are rather overextended as well. With it at 642, it is trading between this pivot and this S1. So 809 and 1022 is going to be the next strong target slash resistance points. 596 is going to be that strong support. So let me know your thoughts on that, but nonetheless, this stock will be a good one to day trade. And so 809, just kind of add that one to your kind of target. But aside from that, ticker is BITF, so Bitfarms. They did the polar opposite and they missed quite significantly on their earnings, so they are pulling back. Same as the other stock though, is down about 35.3% over the last 1 month, and right now shorts are increasing about 7,000 shares, so not doing too much. 16.89% of the free float is being shorted, works to be 88.6 million shares overall being shorted. Same as the other stock, shorts could quadrupled down, so it went from about 10.5% to where it is now. So shorts have tried to kind of pinch it, but I guess in this case they were somewhat correct. But with it at 279, it is trading between this S1 and this S2. So 209 is going to be a strong support. I don't really see that being touched. 299 is going to be the next strong target / resistance, and ideally that is what you'll really want to watch for it to get above today. So just watch for 299. And then last but not least, ticker is LVLU, so Lulu's Fashion Lounge Holdings. So it is up 23.52%, although over the last 1 year down 80.82%, so not necessarily the best, but they did have fairly good earnings. And aside from that, shorts are increasing about 1,000 shares during the pre-market. 4.4% of the free float is being shorted, so I don't anticipate them to be that active today, and that works out to be 46,000 shares. Cost to borrow average though is 369.92%. That's an annual rate, not a daily rate. And then aside from that, with it at 608, it is trading between this R2 and this R1. So 576 and 619 is going to be the next strong target / resistance point. So let me know your thoughts on these stocks. What other stocks are you buying, selling, holding? What are you doing? So let me know your viewpoint. And then one final thing, pop over to my Patreon if you're looking for some solid buy signals on stocks, options, crypto. Put out daily day trades, numerous swing trades, worthwhile to pop over there and check that out. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.